So, and another part of the playing violin is the bow. So it's a, as we know, violin or viola or cello or even the bass, double bass, it's a bowstring instrument. Bow is our tool, so we're holding the bow in our right hand. Some people are asking me, oh, if I'm left-handed, does it mean that I will be holding the bow in the left hand? No, everybody will be holding bow in the right hand. So bow has fewer parts than a violin, and the major part of the bow is a stick. Sticks are made also from different materials. The most expensive sticks are made by bow makers from the very expensive wood which called Pernambuco wood. And Pernambuco wood grow in Brazil, in a special region of Brazil on a certain elevation, kind of up high in mountains, with a special soil compound, and it's called Pernambuco region. That's where those humongous trees are growing, and they are very, very beautiful and very, very strong and very, very big. And that's where bow makers from all over the world, they go there and they harvest this beautiful wood to produce bows for musical instruments. So also the cheaper version of bow sticks, it's a Brazil wood. So Brazil wood bows, they're not valuable. They're okay for students, but nowadays to make even cheaper version of the bows, makers start using for mass production. Makers start using some kind of plastic or carbon fiber bows, and sticks are strong, but they are not as good as the real wooden Pernambuco sticks. So another part of the bow, we call it frog, and frogs right here are made of ebony as well. Sometimes they make frogs from different material, from older bows, very old bows. You can see some frogs are made of ivory, so they're white, especially Baroque bows. Some bows you can see made of like a horn of the bull. They're polished and very beautiful, and some of the bows made of tortoise shell. That's the most expensive bows. Very, very, very valuable, very expensive. Also, bows have adjuster. So what adjuster does is making hair loose, as you can see. So the hair of the bow is loose, or you can adjust, make it a little bit tight. That's when you wanna play. So the hair is actually is a horsehair. So let me show you something. If you completely unscrew this bow, which is kind of difficult to unscrew, let me see. So if you unscrew the screw, you can see it's just it's a screw with a little button, right? So, and then I can show you that the hair looks like this, okay? So it's a horse hair. So the hair is from the tail of the horse. So then you might think, oh, is the horse was white? Not necessarily, because as you know, horses come in all different colors. Some of them are black, some of them are red, some of them are gray, but most of the hair on the bows you see white. Why are they white? So, well, because the hair is cleaned and bleached. That's the process for making those hair white. So the most important part of the most important rule for the bow players, especially for the young ones, you're not supposed to touch the hair with your hands, with your fingers. Even if you just want, and wash your fingers with soap and water, our skin naturally has a little bit of oil, natural oil, and if we touch hair with our fingers, so some oil, some grease will be collecting on the hair, and then it's kind of difficult to remove it, so you will see some dirty spots, which is not very nice, right? So that's about it about bow. So just keep it nice and clean, and the only thing which you can use for the hair is a rosin. Another thing, some young students like to pick hair of the bow. Unfortunately, I want to tell you that once you pick your hair, once you break your hair, they will never grow back. So try to keep it nice and clean, and also do not pick deliberately the hair, because to replace the hair, it's actually costs lots of money. So you don't want to spend unnecessary money for rehairing your bow. Sometimes your hairing costs way more expensive than the bow itself. So just keep it nice and clean. Only use it for playing your instrument.